Candidates for State Senator, District 15. Jake Hoffman. Party Republican. Campaign funding traditional. Website www.jakehoffman.com. Biography. Jake Hoffman is a Christian, husband, father of 5, businessman, Americans for Limited Government's 2021 National Legislator of the Year, founding chairman of the Arizona Freedom Caucus, and a fierce defender of the Constitution. Jake currently serves in the Arizona Senate, where he is the chairman of the Committees on Executive Nominations and Government, as well as the vice chairman of the Committee on Appropriations. Prior to serving in the Senate, Jake served in the Arizona House of Representatives, Queen Creek Town Council, and Higley School Board. Professionally, Jake is the CEO of multiple tech, marketing, and political strategy-focused small businesses. Statement. As the 2021 National Legislator of the Year, a 100% rated constitutional conservative legislator, a champion of the family and taxpayers, an A-plus defender of the Second Amendment, and a fierce advocate for the freedom, opportunity, and prosperity that exists in Arizona, you can have confidence that I will always fight for you. At the Capitol, I have been hard at work to secure our elections, authoring legislation to ban the private funding of elections, prohibit the mass mailing of ballots to voters who didn't request it, and require proof of citizenship to vote. I've fought to protect children by prohibiting sexually explicit material from being used in our schools. I've stood up against the tyranny of COVID by protecting small businesses from rogue government agencies, and this year banning any Arizona government from requiring a COVID vaccine. I'm proud to be running as a team with 2 incredible conservative Republicans, Neal Carter and Peter Anello. I ask that you support all 3 of us. You get 1 vote for State Senate and 2 votes for State House. If you want a conservative team that works together to get great things done, please vote for Hoffman, Carter, and Anello for legislature. Alan Smith. Party Democratic. Campaign funding participating. Website www.alansmithforarizona.com. Biography. I grew up in a middle-class family in Davenport, Iowa, with 2 brothers. My father was a factory worker, and my mom worked for a bookkeeping service. I graduated from a public school and attended the University of Iowa, attaining a finance degree. I was the first in our family to graduate college. I had a 38-year career in the insurance industry as an auditor. It started in Iowa and I transferred to Utah, California, Colorado, back to Iowa, Hawaii, and Arizona. I have lived in Mesa since 2015. We have 3 grown children and 4 grandchildren. Statement. We all want Arizona to be a safe, welcoming, educated, happy, healthy, progressive state. Though we will not agree on all the issues, I will always welcome open discussion so we can do what is best for Arizona. Here are some examples of the Arizona priorities I want to change or improve. Fully funding our public schools, community colleges, and state universities. Over 90% of our children attend public schools. Stop universal vouchers that are defunding our public schools and subsidizing private schools. It is a fake school choice issue if the remaining tuition after the voucher is not possible. Women's reproductive rights, pro-choice. Common sense gun and weapon legislation. Continue early and mail-in voting. Continue using vote tabulators. Water use must be measured and used appropriately. Our aquifers are being depleted, wells are running dry, and the ground is cracking and collapsing. My opponent, Jake Hoffman, is against all of these priorities. He is criminally charged with 9 felonies for the fake elector scheme. He doesn't listen to his constituents with an open mind or even care how you vote. I will listen to you and do what is best for Arizona now and in the future. Candidates for State Representative, District 15. Peter Anello. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, none submitted. Biography. I am a dedicated conservative, an Iraq combat veteran, marked by service, faith, and unwavering dedication to my community and country. As a member of the Queen Creek Post 129 American Legion, I currently serve as chaplain, offering spiritual guidance and support. After graduating from high school, I enlisted in the military. My deployment to Iraq tested my courage and resilience. My faith in God and commitment to my wife of 42 years and the love of country fueled my involvement in local politics, where I serve as a precinct and state committeeman. Statement. I'm proud to be a God-loving, America First conservative who believes in hard work and personal responsibility. As a concerned citizen, I've served my district as a volunteer precinct/state committeeman and district board member. You can be guaranteed that I've put in the time and service and am not just another career politician beholden to lobbyists. As a combat veteran, I recognize the danger signals screaming at us from every direction in our country, particularly at our state border. I serve in the American Legion and with the JROTC. I've also served as a police chaplain for 7 years, as a pastor for 10 years, and on church boards overseeing million-dollar budgets. I've been married for 42 years to my wonderful wife, and we love Arizona. We want to keep it strong and free. That means voting for people who have already been in the fight to protect our communities, our children, and our Christian values. I have a lifetime record of fighting for these priorities, and am running to join Representative Carter and Senator Hoffman in continuing that fight. I'd be honored to receive your vote and serve you. Please vote for Anello, Carter, and Hoffman. Barbara Beneitone, Party Democratic, Campaign Funding Traditional, website www.barbbenetone.com. Biography. Barbara Beneitone, an Arizona native, was an active community organizer, raising funds for the development of parks and recreation centers. She was chair of library, heart, and cancer drives. Barbara has been an activist for many years, working on several political campaigns, advocating for women's rights, human rights, public education, and the environment, to name a few. Barbara became a single mother of 3 at an early age and, out of necessity, acquired a diverse employment history, which gives her an advantageous perspective of Main Street America. She was a real estate agent until 2022, when she retired her license. Statement. I am an Arizona native who grew up in mining communities in our state. I am pro-union, pro-women's rights, and human rights. I am appalled by the action of the MAGA Republicans in our legislature to deny women bodily autonomy and vow to help defeat them in November and restore the right of choice. Women, their families, and their doctors should be involved in those decisions, not politicians in suits. The attempt to privatize our public school system in Arizona is fraught with corruption. The flagrant abuse of school vouchers has blown a billion-dollar hole in our budget because there is little to no accountability of how our tax dollars are being spent. We must fund our public schools. We must elect people who believe in the peaceful transfer of power and not give election deniers who push fake electoral schemes the ability to assault and destroy our democracy. Arizona must push Congress to find common sense, humane, and legal solutions to a decades-old immigration problem. Vote for change, truth, and transparency. Neal Carter. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.nealcarterarizona.com. Biography. Neal Carter is a conservative Republican who believes in the values of the Constitution: faith, family, and free economy. A District 15 homeowner since 2010, he is married to his lovely wife Katie, an Arizona native and Gilbert High School graduate. Neal and Katie are proud parents of their 1-year-old daughter, Claire. Neal volunteers locally with his church and adopts a segment of Hunt Highway. Neal works these past 7 years for a technology company called Nui. Neal is honored to serve as your voice in the legislature, a position he considers to be a sacred trust. Statement. Neal Carter is a constitutional conservative we can trust. Just look at my voting record. With 100% scores with the American Conservative Union, CPAC, Arizona Free Enterprise Club, and Republican Liberty Caucus. I'm fighting for the conservative principles of limited government, rule of law, and lower taxes. I'm fighting at the state legislature to secure the border and reduce spending. I'm running for re-election to defend the values of the Constitution: freedom of speech, economic freedom, freedom to bear arms, etc. A smaller government means a freer nation. The proper role of government is to defend life, liberty, and property, not to guarantee happiness. I'm running for re-election because over the past several years, I have understood that our country is in a crisis, beset by forces that intend to use the power of government to coerce ideologies on us. I'm known for standing up for what's right, and I prefer death over dishonor. Things I believe in include securing the border, defending school choice. Parents raise children, not the government. Defending life from conception to natural death, because life has God-given dignity. Fiscal responsibility, balanced budgets, and returning money to taxpayers. Alex Stovall. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.alexforarizona.com. Biography. An Arizona native and a true product of the American dream, Alex grew up in poverty, yet used hard work and determination to succeed. Realizing his passion was to serve, Alex joined the Army in 2013, serving as active duty from 2017 through 2019. then accepting his appointment to commission into the Army Reserve Chaplain Program. During this time, Alex earned his bachelor's degree in theology and master's in divinity from Grand Canyon University. Alex's goal is to continue protecting our great country, our beautiful state, and to do what is best for our community here in Legislative District 15. Statement: Alex Stovall is a believer, a husband, a veteran, and a conservative. As a believer, he is faith-driven and passionate about protecting the next generation. As a husband, Alex is focused on empowering our families in the community, improving not only the quality of education, but our education system as a whole, and expanding opportunities to help all Arizonan families thrive now and into the future. Understanding the importance of job creation and opportunities for the growing state we live in. As a proud veteran, Alex is adamant about providing resources for service members and their families. And being a true conservative, he values the foundational beliefs that built America. Electing Alex Stovall empowers young leaders to step up and fight for the American dream many long for. Where others may lack, Alex speaks from experience and perspective. Growing up in underdeveloped communities, he understands the impact of absent representatives and bad policy. Alex wants to fight to ensure American values are implemented and passed on to the generations to come. Not only a fresh face and a new voice, Alex comes with a focus on what matters to the community he hopes to serve. Michael Way. Party, Republican. Campaign funding, traditional. Website, www.michaelway4az.com. Biography. Michael is a proud father to 4 beautiful children and devoted husband to his wife Ramey. After graduating from Arizona State University, he continued his education and obtained an MBA, JD, from the University of Wyoming. He has spent his career in business and has played a pivotal role in leading the fight for education reform across the nation. Michael is not a politician. He's a family man and an accomplished businessman that you can count on to always put Arizona first. Statement: I am not a politician. I have spent my career in business, not government. I am fighting for we the people. To restore trust in our state and in our nation, we must first restore trust in our elections. It is essential that we hold our election officials accountable and demand full transparency. The government keeps finding ways to come after our constitutional rights. We cannot give an inch, or else the power-hungry bureaucrats in Washington will take a mile. I am fighting for Arizona and fighting for you.